In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you two stocks that are set to explode tomorrow and why you should keep them in your watch list. We're also going to look at the overall market along with doing an updates on the stocks that I've mentioned in Monday night's video. Alright, y'all, let's dive into the charts right off the bat. We got the Nasdaq futures, and we're gonna use the Nasdaq once again. All right. So far, it was chopping for days right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days before everything really started to take off. It was chopping at that critical level. Looking at this thing, I wouldn't be surprised to see us go even higher tomorrow. There are short sellers located here, which I'm sure panicked today as soon as the Nasdaq broke above 18,500. And there's also some short sellers located right at the top here at 18.7 thousand. All right, these individuals located in these regions are contributing to the big pop, to the big rally. All right, now looking at this one right here along with IWM. I warned you guys about IWM creeping up towards this alert right here. It's creeping up towards the level, very strong level of resistance at 210. I think it's going to break it, and it's going to break it sooner rather than later. I wanted to make a video about this thing yesterday, but I couldn't. Because of this structure right there. The bullish pennant was there before the CPI report came out. It was looking really bullish. It didn't really give me a reason to believe that this was fake, apart from this nasty wick which occurred pre-market. Apart from that, like, it looked pretty fine to me, and the reaction to the CPI report did not surprise me at all. The expectation was let's go on here. So this was the expectation we have. This is from January, February, and March. This is April. As you can see, we expected a 3.4% on the inflation data, and that's exactly what we got. It's slowly trending down from March CPI's number. All right, and the market liked it, so far I think that we're going to go higher. I really thought this alert was going to ring intraday, but it looks like that's going to have to be pushed back another day. So watch IWN specifically, the Russell, for a move up to 211, maybe even 212 by the end of the day tomorrow. All right, so watch it for that move. Now, the first stock that I want to share with all of you, that stock again. Before we even look at it, I want y'all to just look at this section right here. Look at this. All right, look at this too specifically. Okay, now the first stock is SE right here, and we're going to look at the daily chart, the daily time frame. Now we have SE. It had earnings. It didn't really crush on the EPS, but their revenue went up. They beat the revenue, their sales expectations, and it gave us a doji, which ended up being quite bullish at the top. All right. Now, looking at I think the pattern that I saw, there is a structure on here, I think. Yeah, there is. So the structure was on here, which I warned you guys about, the opening above 67. We got that from earnings, and then today we're opening up way above and we close above 68. I want you guys to put an alert right at 70 bucks, because we want that alert to trigger. We want that alert to ring, and when it does ring, and I do think it will ring, when it does ring, there wouldn't be any overhead, there wouldn't be any resistance all the way until the next level of resistance is at like 74 or 73. It's way up here. All right. So this already is a lot of money to be made on the stock. Okay. And not only that, but also we're going to discuss this one like eventually in the future when we're really ready to break above $74 and take care of the gap on the left, because there is a gap on the left that needs to get filled right here at like 86 bucks. The gap is right there. So I think next month, either by the end of this month or by the beginning of June, we're actually going to get up there. So definitely watch it for long. I'm not bearish on the stock at all. All right, first move up to $73. Hopefully that move can happen tomorrow when the Russell moves all the way up to 211. Hopefully that one can move up with it. And this one is an Asian stock. This is an Asian stock. I'm not sure if it's Chinese, but it's an Asian stock. Okay. Now, speaking about Asian stocks, JD, which we're going to look at right now, JD is reporting earnings. And JD looks like this. So far, it's bullish. It's bullish from the past few weeks. It's reporting earnings tomorrow morning. If this one does well, I believe the whole sector, the whole Chinese sector is gonna move, and Asian stocks in general are going to move. Therefore, I expect some of that money to trickle into SE. Okay, so that's my thoughts on it. The second one that I want to share with all of you, this one reported earnings already, and it's looking quite bullish. That one is Cisco. All right, now I want to share Cisco with you guys because looking at it on the 5-minute, as you can see, bullish reaction through earnings. Let's see here. I didn't really look at the whether they beat on EPS in sales. Should be somewhere around. Okay, it says they beat on EPS and they also beat on sales. All right, so that explains. Now there's the bullish move right here, which we like. Could it go higher? I definitely think so. Because of this, we're gonna look at the daily time frame. And we're gonna zoom in right here. There is a bullish pennant on the chart. Well, more like a falling wedge, actually. There is a falling wedge on here. All right. The falling wedge was cooking and it finally broke out. And the reaction through earnings validated the structure. And like the other ones that I showed you guys, y'all remember what it was? I believe it was Palantir, and it was Etsy, and it was another stock. They all have fallen wedges, but the reaction was just like all of the other stocks ended up down here. All right, but this one is behaving right. Is doing what it should be doing if earnings was not in the way. All right, it's up here at 52. There is a gap to fill all the way on the left right here at exactly 53. And keep in mind, Cisco contracts, those contracts are really, really cheap. So even though it may look like just a $1 move, a $1 move on those contracts could be 100%. And on a Thursday, it could be 200% gain on the contracts. So keep this one in your watch list for that potential move. All right. There is, wait a minute. So before I even wanted to talk about it, before I even started recording, the structure that I saw on Cisco wasn't this one. Now I see this one. All right. But the structure that I really wanted to show you guys, let me clean up the chart. And let's look at the weekly. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Now, to all the long-term investors out there, I'm sure y'all seen this, and I'm sure you're gonna love this one. There is that. There's a bullish pennant on there. All right. So there's a pattern within the pattern, and typically with these bullish pennants, the move should be all the way up here to like 50, to like 55. All right. So keep that one on watch. Now let's do an update. Yeah, we got time. We're gonna do an update on Caterpillar. So Caterpillar was one of the stocks that I've mentioned. I believe this was Monday. Congratulations to anybody who made money in it. I was in and out on this one. It moved all the way up to 363. It didn't quite go to 368, but it could get there tomorrow. I mean, now that I look at it, there is a bullish pennant intraday right here that broke out in the afternoon. Therefore, I expect this thing to open up higher at like 362.5. and run all the way up to 368. So yeah, I'm still watching for a bullish move. Congrats if you're in it, and congrats if you made money on it. The biggest structure at the bottom is still playing out, and the gap on the left hasn't. Okay, maybe it has. Yeah, it has been filled. Yes, it has. Okay, but still, we're watching for a continuation up. Now, the next one that we're going to do an update on is Oxy. All right, and Oxy went down to 62 bucks and immediately reversed. Okay, so y'all see this, right? We had the head and shoulders, and then we had the breakdown. Went all the way down here. Congrats if you capitalized off of that move. Right, on Wednesday, on Tuesday, it was a bit stagnant, but eventually it behaved right and went all the way down to exactly $62, and I was off by 2 cents. It got there and then it immediately bounced. Is it going to actually get down to this line? Do I care? No, I don't think so. I think this is the part where we go sideways and we slowly trend back upwards. All right, so congrats if you made some money on this one. And I'm sure a lot of y'all have questions. I wanted to end the video, but we're gonna make this video a little longer. We're gonna discuss AMC. And AMC, I was right and I was wrong at the same time. I was right about the direction, but I was wrong about the price. I told you I watching for it move up to 8, and it ended up opening at 13. They ended up opening at 13 before fading back down. The fade back down was, I knew was gonna happen. Like I told you guys that in that video that it was gonna go back down to $5 on the 14th. But that whole move was stretched over 2 days, and it got to $5 today. All right. Now what's going to happen tomorrow? I don't know. And honestly, I'm not looking at the stock at all, because the movement, this is the part where the candle starts getting really slow and everybody just gets annihilated, because the IV on those contracts is still above like 400%. So the money to be made was the move from the first day to the second day. After that, like the next best move to make on here is from the bearish penny that happened right here. This was the next best move to make 100% gain on puts from here all the way down to either here or here. All right, and then if you want to swing short, that's fine, but this is the next best thing. Then after that, the candle starts to get smaller and smaller, and then trading gets really boring for the stock. So that's my thoughts on it. All right, and that is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button. As always, I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday at exactly 10 p.m. Eastern time, so definitely click on that subscribe button and click on the notification bell. That way you get notified when I release these videos. If you'd like to be part of our private Discord community, we can get all of this information in real time as I see them. You can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow me on social media at Paul and Guman at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks with Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in tomorrow night's video.